Hey, and welcome to another Chicago Beer Pass beer review, or should I say cider review?
Man, at every beer festival, there's at least one cider purveyor. So here we are, man, with a little Virtue cider.
Right, and we got Afro Beer Chick joining us.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
So this is the Virtue Cider Rosé.
Dude, this is interesting, man, because it says there's all sorts of, there's apples and natural flavor. Oh, but it says Portland, Oregon on the can. I thought
Are they getting their apples from there, or is this brewed there?
I don't know, man. I thought they were in Pure Michigan, so it's all very confusing for me.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
Goose Island owns them, so.
Yes, it's hence the Bourbon County glass.
Right.
You know, Goose Island purchase from like last year, maybe 2 years ago. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I had picked up a case of this for Lusky's party, and picked up a Costco, so I have a lot of rosé cider
Right
to
on.
make it through.
Oh, there you go.
Now, I want to say we were at the launch party for this.
Yeah.
At the Lonesome Rose.
That's what it was. I can't
Yeah.
remember the
The
name
Lonesome
of it.
Rose in Logan. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah. They've got like a really cool like underground thing going on there with goes by a different name.
There's like 3 bars.
3 bars in one?
Lonesome
Yeah.
Road, right?
Yeah. But I remember the Rosé launch being there.
It used to be the shittiest punk bar
Yeah.
club thing you could ever, like, bands played in the garage. The toilet was basically a garage toilet that would probably not flush.
Yikes.
And
This was
people could smoke there.
So we're
and
talking
it was
like
it was a mess.
Blue Line Cali.
Yeah, I forget the
Like a
name
block
of it
south.
at this point.
A
But,
block south. Yeah.
but rosé cider.
Yes, Cidra Rosé. So the rosé, the wine, this is inspired by the wine. The wine kind of refers to like, hey, these grape skins in a wine where it wasn't enough to actually like turn it like a dark color. It just kind of enough grapes to just make it pink.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, perfect summertime. You know, I'm a big fan of rosé, like as a wine.
As a beverage. So,
Yeah, as a beverage, I'm in. It's rosé all day. It's eat pray rosé.
Oh my
Like, dude, I'm a big fan of rosé.
Rosé all day.
I'm a basic bitch when it comes to. I love rosé, man. I'm
Okay.
not afraid to admit it.
Well, and Virtue has those spritzes coming out. So like kind of like the Aperol spritzes, but they have variants on them that are cider spritzes. So rather than using the Aperol, they're using cider.
Oh wow.
So those are pretty fun coming out. But this cider is so easy to drink. I
Yeah,
don't know. It's hard to say anything else besides just like it's easy.
yeah. It's like you can get into some of the Angry Orchards, or I'm drawing a blank on some of the other ciders, but
Two towns.
2 towns, and you'll get that straight, like deep, ripe apple note, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, all right, cool. This is carbonated, this is carbonated boozy apple juice.
Right.
At least the rosé gives you like a nice mid palate of tartness, and then kind of gets back into the whole I'm a cider thing.
Right.
Yeah, which I can appreciate.
I would say out of all the ciders that I've had, this is like the perfect cider to be a base for a cocktail. Like I would turn this into like a slushy, maybe add just a splash of tequila to it.
Okay.
Make it a nice, fun summertime drink.
Yeah. There's some nice floral notes. It's definitely a little more versatile than just your traditional cider offering.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm kind of digging about it. Yeah.
And what's interesting about this can is we were talking about this on the episode you were on. It has the calories on here.
I don't need that type of negativity in my life. I do not need to know how many calories I'm drinking. That's just, I don't know. I'm so against that.
But it's a kind of we didn't plan for I didn't know you were gonna be out there when we brought it
that's
out,
fine.
and so I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
That's
We were-
funny.
We were
That's
talking
funny,
about
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
150 calories for those keeping score at home. Yeah, this is a
I'm not
6.7% item, man.
Yeah, 6.7.
Is it really?
It's rosés are like sneaky like that.
You forget that wine's like
Wine's like 14%.
easy.
Yeah.
Easy, and most beers are like on the high end, maybe like 8 to
Right.
10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, wine's Why they do things a little differently in the wine
That's why I have
world.
trouble whenever I drink wine or at like a wine bar. I'm like, oh, okay, every one wine is like 2 beers. Like you have to think about it. Like you have to pace yourself
That's a
in that
fact.
sense.
Yeah.
So
I guess I never really paid attention. I just kind of drink and
and
just
then you're like,
pay for it later once I get home, you know.
At the Loose Keys party when the Rosé came out, we were playing. Brad's got a Sega Dreamcast here, straight out of 1999. We were playing these four-player fucking Dreamcast, and the Rosé comes out. We sit on the table, and I'm like, "This is the last thing I'm drinking." Yeah, for that reason.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's you know, it's summertime in a glass. You know, it's dangerously drinkable, but at the end of the day, this is a 13% product in most cases when it's just a wine.
yeah.
Yeah. I like it because like when I'm doing movies in the park, right? That's when summertime is when I drink wine. I don't really drink wine any other time.
Okay.
But then like it's like I like a nice Malbec if I'm doing, you know, movies
alright.
in the park. Some Malbec, some cheese, big, oaky, dark, you know, aggressive wine. That's my
Well,
jam.
like a winter wine you're drinking.
Exactly, right?
You can do it.
I'm more
But-
of the white, light wine. He's
Yeah.
the room temperature red wine.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
But if I'm not doing room temperature reds,
You rosé.
dude, I'm roséing it the fuck up. I'm trying to tell you. It's nice. All the time.
I didn't even know we're talking about black IPAs, and you're the only person that's drinking these and drinking Malbecs.
Majority of one.
In 90-degree weather.
So what? I tell you something, man. The last closing ceremony of Beer on the Glass that I went to was the one at Theater on the Lake.
Okay.
Right, and it was a Hawaiian themed party. You know, it was cool. I have my White Sox Hawaiian shirt on. Oh, but shout out to Jesse Valencia from Goose Island because that's when he brought the he threw me like 3 cans of the rosé, man.
Nice.
And it made my night. So man, it's really the only thing I remember from that party.
Yeah, it's good. Virtue ciders are less sugary sweet, and so I think I often enjoy them more than some other ciders. And I think like some of the other cideries are getting on that board, like Beguile's brother. He doesn't do 2 towns. He does.
A broken nose.
No.
No?
I thought someone else in Portland.
Oh.
His cidery that I'm like blanking on the name of it. Maybe it is 2 towns. No, it's not 2 towns.
2 Towns is out in West Burbs.
Yeah.
I'm Broken Nose is my guess. I don't know.
Why am I blanking on this? But his cidery in Portland is really good. You know, Two Fools. They also do kind of some drier and some very sweet ones, so they're pretty good here.
Yeah, and then there's, you know, Cider Con is a full week in Chicago, and then at the end of it is the Cider Summit, and then like you think you're gonna drink orange apple juice for 3 hours, but then you don't. There are as many complexities in cider as there are in like different IPAs. All IPAs are not the same. All ciders are not the same.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that, you know, this blended barrel aged offering from Virtue, kind of like is not your typical carbonated apple juice offering.
Yeah, nice.
It's nice.
Cool. Look at us mixing up. We did coffee a few weeks ago.
Yes.
We got cider now. Woo.
This makes me want to try the cider up there by us now.
Oh yeah, North Shore.
North
Cider
Shore,
Company.
we've never been.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to go check it out.
Yeah, now it's like an expectation. Like this is as much as like, you know, we have Half Acre all the time. Where
Yeah.
Half Acre's not gonna get hit. It's not an AC/DC where they give you the same record 13 times. Like they give you all these different flavors.
Right.
Now that's gonna be the expectation going into some of these cideries.
Well, yeah, I mentioned Two Fools, and what's fun is you could get a crawler of their slushy cider when you go there, which is like 4th of July kind of thing. You're like, all right, I'll take a crawler of slushy.
I'm in. Yeah, and then some of these ciders kind of they're reminiscent of like sour beers.
Yeah.
Which can also be fun.
I don't know about that one, but okay.
You don't think so? Oh, because you're not in the.
You
you're
know
not in the,
I am
you're
about
not into
sours. I'm not into sours. I can't get into them.
So maybe ciders adapt your palate to that a little bit. Like they have the tartness of the sour without being the funkiness.
Maybe. You know, I don't really drink too many ciders, so I can't really say. So now it's like now that they are becoming so complex, I'm willing to try. But for as sours itself, I may try just to see if I like it, but I'm just not into them.
Yeah, there's the gamut, like the sour IPA thing that's happening.
Yeah.
So maybe that gets you on board to try it. They're tart IPAs.
Okay.
Rather than like Sour Patch IPAs.
Yeah, those sour patches, I cannot do them.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, I think we've gushed enough about ciders.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Greg Hall. Shout out to Fenville, Michigan.
Right, got paid twice. Greg Hall getting paid twice.
But you know, it wasn't his call to. He was a brewmaster at Goose Island. It wasn't his call to sell. So he said, "Well, hey, I'll just go sell cider." And then the cider thing took off, and he's like, "Oh well, you know, maybe I'm looking to get bought out." And then Goose was like, "Hey, we'll take
I
care
like
of
that Goose Island money. Can I get it again?
Goose Island's like, "We'll take care of that. If you need someone, we'll take care of that for you."
I'm gonna
So
take
now,
this
like-
money too.
Yeah.
Now when you go to like Clybourne, the only guest offering is like, you know, Virtue.
Virtue,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's got some.
Is
It's
it really
got,
guessed at that point, though? I mean, that's the funny part. Is it really a guess at that point?
got some
No.
lineage that guest. Right?
Most of the craft, most of the smaller breweries in Chicago have the Right Bee ciders. And, yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that tends to often be like the cider you see around if you're at like
That's true.
Alarmist or Maplewood or something like that.
Yeah, if there's one guest draft, it's usually Right B. Yeah, Good Time Charlie and the wife.
Yeah.
I love the name of that one because Right B Cider has a B logo on it.
Yeah.
But then Right B Cider kind of refers to like, hey, he's right beside his wife.
Oh, I
Which-
never.
which is kinda- that's cool.
I didn't pick that up. Nice.
It's a good one.
That's cool.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll end on that. Take care.
Cheers.